I adore you, but when it comes to children, I'd rather they inherit my former partner's genes. He's simply better looking, she mentioned during our wedding preparations. I replied, that makes sense, and terminated all arrangements the following day as she attended her last gown alteration. She phoned, bewildered, inquiring what the problem was. I told her, go create stunning offspring with another person. Hello audience. Prior to continuing with the content, kindly remember to follow the channel and press the like icon if you're interested in additional tales of this nature. Appreciate it. I, 29M, believed I'd hit the jackpot with Emily, 27F. She is, without question, breathtaking. The type of lady who halts vehicles on the road. I'm a reasonably attractive man. I maintain my health, I exercise regularly, I style myself nicely, but I'm no supermodel. I'm 5 feet 9 inches tall, I possess a thinning hairline that I maintain cropped, and I use spectacles. I compensated for my ordinary heredity through hard effort. I constructed a tech advisory company from scratch, I own a fully paid residence, and I handle others with kindness. Emily cherished the way of living I offered. She cherished the home, the vacations, and the stability. Yet in retrospect, I understood she consistently regarded our bond as a business alliance instead of true affection. She represented the image, and I served as the financier. The warning signs existed, but they were toned down in neutral colors and concealed amid social media edits. Emily is fixated on appearances, not merely appearing attractive, but perfecting every aspect. Her morning brew must appear a specific style. Our sitting area is starkly pale since it photographs better. She additionally harbored an odd preoccupation with her previous partner, Alex. Alex works as a fitness coach. He's 6 feet 4 inches, features a chiseled jaw that seems razor-sharp, and abundant lush hair. He's also 30, shares a place with 3 housemates, and had taken loans from Emily previously, which I settled to end the conflict. She often referenced him in strange situations. We'd be viewing a film, and she'd remark, look, that performer shares the identical eye form with Alex. It's such a powerful, commanding feature. I'd generally dismiss it. Sure, he's handsome. Understood. It's more than appearance, Mark, she'd respond, dismissing with a gesture. It's innate value. Individuals respond differently to those with such balance. I paid little attention. We were 4 weeks from the ceremony. I'd already spent around $65,000 on initial payments alone. The location, the meals, the musicians. Everything was premium since that's her preference. I cared for her, so I covered the costs. Then arrived the discussion. We were seated at the kitchen counter eating supper. She had her tablet open, browsing potential family vision boards on Pinterest. Adorable youngsters in neutral-toned outfits, similar ideas. Mark, she stated, lightly knocking her pen on the display. We should discuss the child timeline once more. I've conducted some investigation. All right, I responded, chewing a piece of meat. We agreed perhaps 1 year post-ceremony, correct? Correct, she replied, eyes on the screen. But I've contemplated the details and the factors. She set the tablet aside and gazed at me with a grave, somewhat sympathetic look. I care deeply for you, Mark. You realize that, don't you? You're the ideal companion imaginable. You're intelligent, reliable, compassionate. I detect a however approaching, I quipped. Not however. A shift, she amended. I desire our offspring to possess the finest possible beginning, the greatest chances. And we must face reality about society. It's superficial. Attractiveness advantage exists. Tallness advantage exists. I set my utensil aside. All right. And she inhaled deeply, as if presenting a venture proposal. I believe, reasonably, if we aim to provide our children the ultimate edge, we ought not utilize your heredity. The space felt utterly quiet. I could detect the fridge's buzz. Pardon? I chuckled anxiously. You suggest adoption? No, she answered, inclining closer, her gaze sparkling with reason. I wish to bear the child, but we should select a contributor. Particularly, one with superior hereditary qualities. My heart sank. Emily, explain yourself? I'm referring to Alex, she declared. She uttered it nonchalantly, as if recommending Chinese takeout over Italian. Alex, I echoed, tone neutral. Your financially struggling ex, Alex? He's not struggling, he's artistic. She retorted sharply, then eased. Listen, Mark, be impartial. Set aside your pride briefly. Alex stands 6 feet 4. He possesses perfect sight. No hereditary risks of cardiac issues or hair thinning. His facial structure is ideal. Merging my heredity with his would essentially assure a physically exceptional child, a leader. She extended her hand over the table. I withdrew mine. You expect me to parent your ex's offspring? It would be ours, she maintained. You'd be listed as father officially. You'd nurture them. You'd shape their intellect with your wisdom. But they'd possess Alex's framework. It's the ideal combination. Your mind, his physique. Why impose on a child? Well, ordinary features when a superior choice exists. Ordinary features, I murmured. Mark, examine yourself. She indicated my features. You require spectacles. You're shorter than 6 feet. You suffer from breathing issues. Why transmit that? It's unfair. I've already consulted Alex, and he's fully agreeable. He views it as a neat heritage concept. He'd prefer no involvement, merely contribution. It's purely a hereditary exchange. My head was buzzing. She'd already consulted Alex. That instant ended the affection. It didn't diminish, it was severed. She'd been communicating with her ex, debating my hereditary shortcomings, and scheming his child while I covered expenses. She viewed me not as a spouse. She saw me as an asset, a reliable supporter funding the superior's progeny. Superior's progeny. I gazed at her, truly observed. I noticed the arrogance, the self-centeredness, the complete disregard for my self-respect as a person. If I raised my voice, she'd label me threatened. If I wept, she'd deem me overly sensitive. If I debated, she'd attempt to manipulate with her reasoning. So I chose to communicate in her terms. I lifted my wine, swirled it gently, and sipped. I composed my expression to serene consideration. You consulted Alex already? I inquired. Merely in theory, she grinned, detecting success. He concurs that for the child's benefit, it's the sensible choice. I nodded deliberately. You present a strong argument, M. It's regarding enhancement, resource allocation. We shouldn't allow my pride to hinder the outcome. Her expression glowed. She genuinely applauded lightly. Wow, Mark. I knew you'd comprehend. Many men would react toxically and weakly. That's why I adore you. You're so level-headed. It makes sense, I stated. Allow me to consider the details overnight. We can settle the arrangement tomorrow. Wonderful, she radiated. I have my last gown session tomorrow at 10 a.m. Perhaps we can mark the occasion afterward. Indeed, we shall mark it, I affirmed. I tidied the dishes. I cleaned them. I pecked her forehead and mentioned needing to complete tasks in the study. She retired content, envisioning her ideally engineered child. I entered my study, secured the door, and launched my computer. I avoided spreadsheets. I accessed my finance application. It was moment to enhance my resources. I remained awake all night. I perched under the screen light, driven by a cool, precise focus that resembled less sorrow and more a business overhaul. Emily slept in our room, likely envisioning her tall infant. Meanwhile, I methodically unraveled her existence. Initially, the shared fund. We held a ceremony budget we both added to, but truthfully, I supplied 90% of the funds. She added atmosphere and visual guidance. I moved all my inputs back to my main professional account. I retained precisely $400 there, her portion. Then, the cards. She was added on my premium cards. I didn't merely suspend. I eliminated her access. Next, the suppliers. This stung, emotionally and monetarily. I accepted losing most advances. The site, decorations, images, that funds vanished. But I prefer forfeiting $65,000 in flames than investing more in a person deeming me hereditarily inadequate for my children. I composed one standard message for all dozen suppliers. Owing to unexpected events, the event planned next month is terminated immediately. Kindly void remaining services. I acknowledge advances non-returnable. Avoid contacting the fiancé. Route all to me. I dispatched. It was 3 a.m. final action, the residence. I acquired it years prior to meeting her. Her name absent from title, but she'd gained occupancy. I couldn't evict instantly legally, but I could complicate matters. I accessed the home system and removed her print from the entry. I altered the entry codes. I prepared 2 bags of my attire. I planned absence upon her return. I reserved a downtown suite for 7 days. By dawn, I was refreshed and attired. I donned my finest attire. When Emily arose at 8, I prepared brew in the kitchen. I appeared ordinary. I behaved ordinarily. This was my toughest act. Good morning, love. She stretched, yawning. She appeared lovely. It revolted me. Rest well? You retired late. Yes, merely reallocating resources, I replied, offering a cup. Contemplating ahead. She grinned, tasting the brew. I'm relieved you're supportive of the contributor idea, Mark. Truly. It demonstrates your confidence. Alex responded via message. Incidentally, he's enthusiastic to assist. She displayed the message. Alex, haha crazy, but sure, if Mark's fine, I'll provide the material. Super kid incoming. I viewed the display. He appears keen. He merely wishes to aid. She cheered. Anyhow, must depart. Last session. Mom and friends joining. Major day? I collect the gown today. Correct, I noted. Final payment due today, right? Yes, roughly 4,000. I'll charge the card. Makes sense, I replied. I kissed her forehead. Enjoy, Em. You merit it. She glowed, seized her keys, departed. I awaited her vehicle vanishing, then seized my bags, exited, secured behind. 10:45 a.m. I lounged in the suite, eyeing my device. I knew the schedule. Session began at 10. She'd model the gown. Adjustments made. Tears and bubbly. Then payment. 10:52 a.m. alert. Card rejected. Attempt $4,200 at bridal shop. 10:53 a.m. repeat alert. 10:55 a.m. call. Emily. I allowed several rings. Inhaled. Answered steadily. Hi dear, gown fitting going well? Mark. Her tone shrill, panicked. Background shop sounds, likely friends murmuring. Card issue. Declined twice. Humiliating. Mom here. Oh odd, I said. Error message. Unauthorized or similar. Bill paid. Can you fix? Or send funds? Must take gown now. Luncheon next. Bill is paid, Emily. Then why? Security? Reactivate. I terminated the card, I stated, emotionless. Removed you this morning. Pause. Thick confusion. What? Why today? I also terminated the site. Meals, music. Ceremony canceled, Joke. Her voice broke. Small now. Mark, all watching. Cease. No. Logical now, I echoed her term. Reflected overnight on your suggestion, heredity. Mark, discuss later. Pay gown. No now. You correct. Analyzed figures. If unfit hereditarily for fathering your kids, then unfit to finance your existence. Poor allocation to support lineage, excluding me. I never said unfit, she yelled. Shop quieted. Scene brewing. Wanted enhancement. I care for you. You care for my funds, I amended. Home, travel, security, yes, but desire Alex. Value his heredity over mine. Messaged him first. Not enhancement, Emily. Betrayal disguised. Trying to benefit us, sobbing. Better child, and I seek better existence, I declared. Can't chance son gaining mother's self-importance or folly. Unaffordable trait. Mark plead. Wearing gown now. Mom weeping. Stop. Remove gown, Emily. Unaffordable. Perhaps Alex funds. Superior traits, surely spare 4,000. Mark, create stunning kids elsewhere, I stated. Residence secured. Schedule next week for belongings. No further contact. Ended call. Blocked. Sat in sweet quiet. Anticipated despair. Anticipated burden of lost plans. Felt buoyant instead. Blocked not just her. Total cutoff. Blocked family, friends. Anticipated interference, unwanted. Next day's hotel work. Highly efficient. Surprising productivity without nightly decor debates. Fourth day, message from acquaintance, Dave. Solid from her circle. Subject, man. Mark, staying neutral. Know her posts. Twisting heavily. Claims abuse, abandonment pre-ceremony, insecurity over history. Omitted contributor. Portrays you villain. Sides forming. Expected. Self-centered rewrite history. Choice, silence, dignity, reputation risk. Or reveal truth. Accessed proofs folder. Text screenshot on enhancement. Audio from kitchen security cam. Verified clear capture. Chose professionalism. No outburst. No insults. Access social site. Conflict active. Her relative called me weak coward. One post. Clarifying ceremony termination confusion. Value openness. Emily suggested Alex as contributor for kids, citing my ordinary heredity, desiring height/looks enhancement. Consulted him secretly. I refused financing family sidelining me. Best wishes to them. Added audio. Powered off device. Exercised. 2 hours later, notifications overheated phone. Public dislikes attempts to selectively breed out partners. True fulfillment later, 2 weeks, return for retrieval. Not alone either. Saturday arrived. Bright, cool day. 11:30 a.m. arrival. Accompanied. Hired guard Marcus. Private service, $300 afternoon, valuable. Avoided confrontation. Avoided lies. Needed observer, buffer. Plus locksmith post-departure. 11:58 a.m. rental truck arrived. Emily passenger exit. Appeared reduced. Style absent. Hair disordered. Casual pants. Sleepless appearance. Accompanied to. Her father. Respected him. Reserved worker. Uneasy with her demands. Glanced me, floor. Aware. Embarrassed. Approach drive. Marcus advanced, clipboard. Identity. Deadpan. My residence. Emily retorted weakly. Mr. Henderson's, Marcus fixed. Belongings collection. Garage access. Sign. Shaking signature. I position garage, casual lean, device emails. Professional demeanor. Courteous, distant, unaffected. Pass to stacked items. Generous packing. All hers. Attire, cosmetics, demanded machine. Mark, she halted. Father loading silently. Device glance up. Emily brief talk. No guard. Guard remains, nothing to discuss. Message explicit. Eyes tearing. Lost all Mark. Friends silent. Alex blocked. Parents spare room. Challenging, I noted. Miss you hushed. Us. Residents. Frightened. Said foolish Jean's remark. Future panic. Not serious. You desired. Soulmate. Arm reach. Stepped away. Not frightened, M. Calm tone. Conceded. Believed bill payment, Alex biology. Desired family image, sans actual spouse. Wrong wept. Indifferent looks, height. Desire you. Wisest known. Chance to mend. Observe truly. Table woman discussing inferiority vanished. Desperate replacement. Aware swap treasure for counterfeit. Contemplated your reasoning. Enhancement. Hopeful glance. Yes, correct, I affirmed. Brightened. Absolutely. Heredity matters. Lineage matters. Personality inherited. Watch check. Evaluated risks, M. Reunion. High probability kids gain your arrogance. Disloyalty. Consequence blindness. Expression dropped. Can't contaminate lineage. Prepared statement. Require integrity enhancement. You fail standards. Mark, harsh, gasped. Not harsh. Device return. Innate value. Comprehend. Depart. Jess. Wait. Emily. Father driveway. Tone grave. Avoided eyes. Nod last box. Aware correctness. Lingered 10 seconds. Awaiting yield. Awaited rescuer. But that man perished at table. Time. Marcus watch. Leave premises. Sob. Turned. Truck walk. Observe departure. No rage. No sorrow. Precise relief evading direct threat. Locksmith arrived soon. Epilogue. 6 months on. Bar encounter acquaintance. Mentioned Emily seeing Gym Man. Alex. Bourbon sip. No laughed. Alex avoids. Name Todd. Well? 6'5" said. Tall. Model hopeful. Suits her, I replied. Her preference. Yet penniless, grinned. No vehicle. She transports. Double receptionist shifts apartment rent. Smiled. Achieved desires. Jeans. Tallness. Image. Pays daily, directly indirectly. Me. Began seeing Dr. Sarah, children's specialist. Intelligent. Humorous. Lovely. Recent evening meal prep. Gazed. Nice eyes, she noted. Hope children inherit. Poor sight, reminded. Glasses needed. Shrugged, kissed. Intelligent men's suit glasses. Improvement. Makes sense, I replied. First genuine in ages.